Today, from California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storyline. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
On the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for Falk a week ago: 17 carries, 94 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a give left side to Falk. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Warner to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down. So Charles, get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball. but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They'll go option to the short side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. On 1st and 10, Warner got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now with draw play, it's Falk. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. To throw, Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Hope. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to work. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Warner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 30. And get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle. Now Warner gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Warner dumps it off to Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Looking to throw. Warner looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A play fake. Now Warner. And this is caught. It's a touchdown. Oh, there's a flag down. They're already walking this one back. This one's not going to stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count?
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. For this defense, CD, going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tyrann Mathieu, the All-Pro, up to make the stop. After 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Warner. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running from the gun, Johnson. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And this will be swung out here for counter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Warner. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On 2nd and a yard. Murray, he gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely Did not take that one and made it 4th down.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They make their way back onto the field. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, so far, just the single catch. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Warner. This one to the left to Higbee. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now let's look at David Johnson. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. 1st down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, this one complete to Gresham. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray and Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. For you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 3 yards to the gain there, second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Shotgun now from Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing again on second down. Murray completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. That's complete to Bolden. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. Play action. It's Warner. Into the secondary, past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Warner. Higbee secures it over the middle. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
2nd and 16.
Back to throw. Warner. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Warner. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And complete, Gresham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Pope. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Fitzgerald on the slant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Murray again. There's the stiff arm. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. On the option, they go with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Warner to throw. Shakes off the sack. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw, Warner. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Screen play, Johnson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Fitzgerald. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A handoff to Johnson on the option.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Wells. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson.
44 yards on the ground for him so far. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Murray now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go to Johnson again. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. L.A. readies for its next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it'll be second down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 45. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to